Hello everyone, it's me here, Ian, and I'm with Vicky today on the channel. And we've been at home the last couple of days because I've not been feeling very well. And we've seen so many videos on YouTube about how to keep your house warm and to keep yourself warm, and how to do it on a budget. Well, we've come up with 5 tips, haven't we, Vicky? Yeah, on how to either keep yourself warm or your house free of charge. So we've got 5 tips for you today. Okay, so tip number 1 is try and heat or retain the heat within one room that you are in. So, for example, here we go. We've got the curtains here. The windows will you'll lose a lot of heat through your windows. So at night before you go to bed, draw your curtains closed, and if you like us, you've got the radiator below your curtains. Try and put your curtains just on the windowsill to actually keep the heat in, any heat that's in, rather than hanging over and it escaping underneath and towards the window and losing it through the window. It's just a little tip. You can keep your kind of curtains on your windowsill just like that. Now, within the room that we're in, it's important to keep any doors closed to that room, so you're keeping any heat in. So close your doors. We've got a little draft excluder here, but you don't need that. You can use a towel, you can use a blanket, you can use whatever you need, or whatever you have, sorry. So just to stop the heat from escaping from the room, pop a towel down and keep the heat within your room. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is wear layers. So obviously I've got a fleece on here under my shirt, but we've got another coat here, a warm coat that we can wear. Vicky's got a blanket here. It is an electric blanket, but we've not been using it because it's, we're not been turning it on. We're just using the blanket as a function to keep her warm, to add extra layers. So that's another way of keeping warm. Tip number 3 is exercise. So I know not everyone's into exercise. I am a person that does like to exercise to help my mental health and my physical health. But what you can do is, even if it's for 10-15 minutes, do an exercise workout. You don't need equipment. You can do body weight. You can do stretching for 15 minutes. If doing an exercise workout is not your thing, pop your coat on, go outside, go for a walk, and then when you come back into the house, you'll feel the benefit, because what exercise does is it raises your core body temperature. And by doing that, you will feel a lot warmer. Okay, so try exercising or going for a walk if exercise is not your thing, or even walking up and down stairs, for 10 minutes, or walking around the house. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, we've got here a water bottle. Now, I know I said it's free, so if you've got a water bottle, it is free. But even if you've got a cup or something like that, rather than boiling your kettle, as maybe you're washing your dishes, or the water that's coming through your tap that's provided, the hot water that's provided by your boiler, try popping water in from your hot tap instead, rather than boiling a kettle. Yes, it will be a bit cooler, but it'll still provide you with warmth, and you're not boiling your kettle, so you're actually doing it for free, other than it coming off your boiler, which is much, much cheaper, at a lower temperature, rather than using your electric, which we all know at the moment is very expensive to use. And tip number 5, get in the kitchen and get cooking. So we've all got to eat, me and Vicky, haven't we, Vix? Yeah, and we all like our food, but you can kind of combine the two. Whether you're cooking for your lunch or your dinner, or batch cooking is even better, because not only are you going to save energy from batch cooking, but the environment in which you are cooking is going to get hotter. So in the kitchen, you'll feel a lot warmer, particularly when you're doing the dishes as well. If your extremities are cold, by doing the dishes, you are keeping your extremities nice and warm. So they're 5 tips that are not kind of cost reducing, but they're cost free. 5 tips that you can do to either heat yourself or heat an area of your home, which is absolutely free. All right. Well, I hope you've liked this video, and it's goodbye from me and Vicky, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.